back. Today is Monday, June 30th, and this is episode 99 of NooBTooB, a weekly independent podcast where I'm trying to get Tobin to help me do the show.
Dude, Diablo 3 gameplay. Can't look away.
Come on, man. It's just a video. Holy shit! Did he just make a wall of zombies?
Fuck yeah, he did. All right. Let's do the show. Holy shit! Did that guy just explode into a swarm of electric eels?
Oh, dude, I just had a nerdgasm.
Oh, my head explode. All right, I'm Tobin Kazire.
And I'm Yuzo Watanabe. This week we are covering Alone in the Dark, Lego Indiana Jones, Battlefield, Bad Company, Hail to the Chimp. No, sorry, Bad Company, Wall-E, and Secret Agent Clank.
Yes. New releases include Diablo 3, Guitar Hero Aerosmith, Diablo 3, Trauma Center 2, Diablo fucking 3,
Oh, yeah.
Hail to the Chimp, and Diablo Angelina Jolie on my junk 3. What?
As always, we'll have site news, community news, and culture section, but let's get started with our featured game, Battlefield, Bad Company.
Diablo 3.
Wine 3. Oh, you know, this actually looks like the globe of health that you have on the
Oh my
tank.
god, it does.
We're going to have to keep on getting it refilled.
It's just like, that kind of makes sense though, because like as we drain the globe, we get less and less healthy.
That's right.
But it should be filling up a mana one. Like,
Yeah, or something. We need to be able to like...
is the mana one yellow or is it blue? Damn.
Yeah,
I was going to say, because I could fill up a mana one right now. I could turn the health into mana if it was yellow.
You probably could. Is there blue wine? I would like blue, like blueberry wine or something like that.
I don't think so. Yeah, there's the stuff in Vegas at Quark's Bar.
That turns your piss blue.
It turns your poop blue.
Yeah, speaks from experience. All right, so Battlefield Bad Company is the first game we're talking about. This is the game a lot of people on YouTube and everywhere are saying, like, dude, you got to cover this game. Dude, it's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
It's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
Did you try it?
I didn't. I've been busy.
Yeah.
Other things.
Yeah.
Playing Wall-E.
Wall-E? Okay, we'll get to that.
So Battlefield Bad Company, so it's kind of, is this World War II?
No, it's
Modern combat?
it is is it? No, I don't think so. No, so Battlefield Bad Company is set in modern times.
Okay.
Because there's and it basically follows a company, Bravo company or something like that,
Okay.
and they're like Bad Company, right? And it's just a bunch of rejects. It's just like, oh, instead of going to jail, you get sent to Bad Company, and then you're going to be doing that. So
But I mean, like, is it like set in Carbonistan or is it like?
yeah, it's like Brownistan,
Okay.
somewhere around there. And you're fighting Russians though, so it could be in Latvia for all Transylvania, somewhere
Afghanistan.
around there. Basically. So you're there, you're fighting Russians, and they don't really explain why, but you're basically, kind of like this crew of misfits, and the thing is they add the misfits to kind of do flavor.
For the voiceovers and shit.
Mm-hmm. And you remember the flavor in Hayes? Remember the flavor in Army
the
of Two?
fucking frat boy dipshits where they're like, I'm gonna shoot some brown folks, bippity blue.
Yeah, it's kind of how it is, except it's more silly, right? It's like you have the stupid guy and then the stupider guy.
Okay.
And they're talking, they're fucking like, doing, fucking rock, paper, scissors all the time in the background.
bloody knuckles and shit.
Yeah, and it's just like, it's almost weird because it's like this weird kind of European flavor to it because it's almost like as if Europeans kind of looking at the, Americans like, how would they kind of be funny? That's what it felt like to me, right? I was just like, well, okay, it was a little off. It was like viewed through like weird goggles, you know what I mean?
Who's that one comedian that the French absolutely love? Is like, hey, pretty lady.
Fucking like Jerry Lewis.
Jerry Lewis,
Yeah.
like we're just like Americans are like, yeah, that guy's a dipshit.
Maybe.
Europeans. All right, so what's the gameplay like?
But so the gameplay is all about at least the single player gameplay. Let me cover that at least first. Single player gameplay is it's all mission based. So you're this bad company and like you keep on getting these orders saying, oh, hey, go take care of this because none of our other guys want to. Oh, be cannon fodder over here, do this, and that's all it is over and over again. It's like, oh, take a
shit mission.
Yeah, take a shit mission.
Yeah.
Go take out these SAM sites. Go take out these artillery. Go do this. Go put yourself.
Go
in
wake
front
up
of
the Gimp.
Go wake up the Gimp. That mission kind of sucked. But they had that. They had all sorts of other stuff, and I'm like, okay, it didn't put it in the frame of reference to anything bigger. So you know what it felt like? It felt like I was being told to do something by like my wife or something like that. Just like, go clean the, go
like a
go
more
vacuum.
interesting war was happening somewhere else, and you're just doing chores.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like go take care of the laundry, go mop, and like I don't want to feel
you're
that.
Like okay,
fine. And that's what it felt like to me because I was playing and I'm like, wow, I don't care. I'm going and killing this tank.
Yeah.
I don't care.
So how do the mechanics compare to like the gold standards like Call of Duty?
Not as good.
Okay.
It's not bad though. I don't want to give anything because
It's not like awful.
It's not awful. It just felt like the framing mechanism they used to kind of frame all this stuff was just kind of boring and not very fun. And the gameplay mechanics, you go and you pick up various things. You're like, okay, you're C4, oof. Or you go call in artillery, go do this, and it's just like, it's all kind of boring.
Well, you were saying before that a lot of these other games don't have vehicles, right? And this one does.
This one does, and it doesn't feel good.
Oh, okay.
The physics don't feel good to me.
Yeah.
And maybe it's more of a style thing or anything like that. But like when I played like we were talking about the Halo ones, they felt right.
Yeah, like
right?
they kind of like bouncy and just really
and it
visceral.
felt fun. This one was just like, okay, like turn it over here, shoot this tank. Oh, go over here. I didn't do any of the air combat. Maybe that's good.
Okay. Right.
I don't know. But you know the thing is like DICE made this game and they made all the Battlefield games, all the original ones. They know how to make multiplayer shooters.
Okay.
In all those other games, there was no single player.
Oh,
it was basically okay. Here's
it was
a map.
Just fuck it. Like we know multiplayer. We're gonna do only multiplayer.
That's it. And they had practice modes where it was just like a bunch of bots.
Yeah.
But it was exactly the multiplayer game as the bots. So you know the thing is, I don't think they have experience making good single player games.
Okay.
Yet.
Yeah.
Because it felt like an amateur hour sort of thing. You know.
So how was the multiplayer then?
That's the other problem. So
you said they know multiplayer, right? So
they do, but I'm thinking maybe they had the B team on this. Like,
I think maybe they focused all their effort on trying to figure out single player,
and like they forgot about all the good stuff. Because Battlefield 2 is one of the best team-based.
Yeah, you love it.
I love it. I mean, like that one. You know, Team Fortress 2. Like these are like stellar gold editions of like how you do team play right. They did squads. And it's fun. It's also good stuff. And I'm playing this. I'm like, what happened?
So like what, like, you know, because you play so many of these type of games. Like break it down. Like what are the mechanics that are wrong? Like what you know, like what did they leave out that other people have?
Well, okay, they had all the squad stuff. They had all the thing, but you know, they only had one game mode where just steal other people's gold or blow up other people's gold.
Okay.
So they really missed out on that. Now you
can't really like tune the settings and make any sort of other games.
This is a console game,
yeah,
right?
Yeah,
and the thing is, like, I can't give it too much badness because as far as the original Battlefield games, they only had conquest mode for the most part.
Okay.
I don't think they had capture the flag. Not that I think of, but anyhow.
I mean, like in GTA 4, you get in the multiplayer, and there's like 20 game modes. You can be like cops and robbers. You can be, you know, Brangelina. You can be, you know, do whatever. Like, Princess.
What the hell is the Brangelina mode? Do you like? You're trying to find like, you know, babies. You're going to different third world countries.
That actually is awesome. It's like Angelina Jolie trying to steal brown babies from other countries. It's like, I'm going to adopt you. They're like, no.
I'd play that game.
Yeah.
That would be actually a lot of fun.
The Princess Di versus Paparazzi mode.
Oh, yeah. That was good.
I like to play Paparazzi.
You do?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like to play Di's husband. Or, no, husband. Courtesan or whatever.
Yeah, that's
what
right.
do you call it?
I don't know.
But
the modes are kind of limited. I mean, like, does the battle feel good?
No, and it doesn't feel good, and that's what bothered me so much. And I think it's the fact that you're on like they know how to do PC games, right? Because I had the same problems with Battlefield 2 on console.
Yeah.
It didn't feel right.
Yeah.
You know, they didn't get the shooting quite right. When you're shooting people, here's the big problem that I had with it: you're shooting people, they don't die very quickly. You're like shoot, and you don't get feedback to say that they're like like this. And like the thing that really pissed me off. Okay, I have the fucking NooBTooB, right? You know, the grenade launcher.
Yeah.
And I love that. I just love it because it pisses people off when they get killed by it. And I'm like, pew! And I get a fucking direct hit right at their feet. They're still alive.
What?
Yeah.
So they really kind of cranked it so you had to beat the shit out of people.
Yeah, and I don't like that. Like, you know, when I shoot a NooBTooB, I want to see somebody die.
You want it to be like real life.
Yeah.
And that's the thing is, you know, these things where it's like, you blow up, I'm like, if I blew up a fucking tube at your feet, you're not going to be alive anymore.
No, they're not going to be like, and then they kill me. So it's like, I got pissed off because I tried to kill somebody with NooBTooB a bunch of times, and they killed me. So it's just like, you know, they didn't get it right, and I'm hoping that whatever they did, they didn't fuck up whatever the next PC game is going to be.
Gotcha.
You know, because Battlefield is a great series. 2142, not so much.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping Battlefield 3 is gonna bring it back, man.
So what are you kind of giving this? You giving a thumbs down?
Thumbs down. I mean, the single player is boring.
Yeah.
Which is, I think, it's like kind of like the main focus of the game, really. And the multiplayer is not as good as the other ones.
As you might as well play a different game.
Yeah, I might as well play Team Fortress 2. Might as well play, you know, Call of Duty 4. There are many other opportunities out there. So, Yeah,
so next up is Alone in the Dark. Now, this was interesting. We were talking about this last week.
Yeah.
But we've got some craziness going on this week because we tried it on different platforms.
Which we don't usually do,
We don't usually do. We usually try on the same platform. But what was hilarious was you and I were talking on AIM.
Yeah, I'm like, did you get to this part yet where you do this? And you're like, no.
No. You're just like, oh, I've been walking down this hallway forever. I was like, oh, did you fight the zombie girl? No.
What zombie girl?
So for the first time we've ever had this experience where the games are apparently significantly different. So I think that they probably developed on the 360 because you're saying that the Wii felt like the worst port of anything
it was
you've ever
the worst.
played.
So let's talk about like the good part because
Okay.
so what did you really like about the 360 version? Because
So-
you're saying it looked good.
It looked so. What I really liked about the 360 version is it was cinematic as all fuck. Like
Because I mean, Metal Gear Solid was cinematic.
right,
as all
but this
fuck,
was
too,
me
but-
playing a game that was
Oh, okay.
cinematic
Got
as
it,
opposed to me watching a cinematic and wishing I could. But I mean, in that way, it's kind of like the kind of shit you'd see in a Metal Gear Solid cutscene because it's like, rappelling down elevator shafts and there's parts of it where you're not doing all that much, but you're playing. It's not like it's that hard, but you're kind of playing through a cinematic
But it felt
experience.
right. Because like there's the thing we were talking about where you're like guiding along the thing and then something blows up, right?
Yeah.
There's a car. Guess what? The Wii version didn't have that.
What?
Yes. So I'm like going.
That was
like,
such a cool scene.
Well, I'm on my ledge, right? I'm going, yeah. I'm gonna get to that scene. I'm like, shit's falling from the top.
Yeah.
But there's no car coming up, and I'm like, I felt cheated.
The Wii is so underpowered that they just left everything out. It's just
Yeah.
like that's so sad.
I know.
But
It
there's
was
just kind of this like you just imagine these Wii games where it's like there's like Wii Rock Band where it's just like one thing of notes.
Yeah, it's just a dot that goes up.
And it's just like one of those old like string banjos where it's like one. You're just like wang.
Which is all your guitar with all your strings are broken except for one.
I mean, how many other games are they going to do this on where they just come out with a completely fuck-ass crippled version?
But that's the thing. The Wii is so underpowered compared to all the other ones. It's like you kind of have to do it
But why are they porting the games to the Wii?
because they like money.
Yeah.
Right? How many
you
Wii's
just
are
wonder,
out there?
like, at what point does the porting cost outweigh the number of people that are going to play it? Because I mean, this game is getting shitty reviews.
So my guess is that they went to like the farthest reaches of Eastern Europe or Bangalore or somewhere where basically developers are like 10 cents an hour. And they said, "Here you go." Because the thing is, it's
stop
buggy.
farming gold for a minute, and then port this game.
Because I'm serious. I'm going to the game and I'm seeing these zombies, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Ooh, they're kind of scary."
Yeah.
And I walk right past them, and I'm like, "You guys gonna attack me? You gonna do anything?"
What?
And then finally, when I got sort of close enough, they're like,
When you just go up and you're just like, "Hey!" They're like, "All right,
"All right, eat me." And that's how it felt. It's just like everything was buggy. It's just like you'd go to a place, right? Like we were talking to the guy, and he's like, "Oh, take care of her. Do this." They disappear.
Just vanish.
I'm like, "Where'd they go? What the fuck?" And they're like, "With you." Right?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
this is buddy. And it's just like, oh,
They're with you in spirit.
Exactly.
So from my experience, in the Xbox 360, it looked pretty good, but it's exactly what we thought, which is the platforming adventure elements are entertaining. They're actually.
See, I hated my platform.
Okay.
So what did you like?
So
about
in mine, it was really interesting. Like I actually really liked the climbing around the building, and there was these puzzle solving things where it's like you can't pick up a fire extinguisher and climb to the second level. So it's like you put it on this thing over here, and you jump on a rope, and it pulls this up, and it pulls the platform up.
We didn't have any of that shit.
Yeah, so there was like this puzzly shit.
So, the Wii version, right, is just like, okay, go from point A to point B, and make the controls so that you either have to hit minus or you have to do this wacky Wiimote action to make him jump, and then you die half the time, and when you die, you get sent all the way back to the beginning.
Of the level,
And I died 20 times doing the most basic things.
Yeah.
And I'm
So
like, this sucks.
So that was actually what my I mean, like, I'm not going to give a good review of this game because it started out with really fun platforming, and then there's two things that are shit. Like the combat, which is all of it.
Oh, God.
All the combat. So here's the funny thing. I don't know if...
But they didn't attack me. Sorry.
But you can't kill them with anything but fire. So you get a gun, you get pots and pans, you get axes, you get swords.
And what?
If you hit them, they fall down, they get back up.
Yeah.
And then they say... The only thing that ever kills these permanently is fire. So you can just pick up every weapon in the world.
That explains it. Okay.
Yeah. You pick up every weapon in the world, you hit them, they get back up, they get back up. Finally, you just take a chair, and you're just like, what? And they're like, one hit, I shit you not, and they're dead. Yes. Yes.
Well, see, I got a gun, and I was shooting the hell out of it. And I only get 2 clips, right?
Yeah.
I was like, bam, 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 and he went down. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. And then I went and did something else, came back, and he's back up, and I'm like, what the fuck?
But he's not attacking you.
No, he's not. Because I kind of made fun of his mother, and finally he attacked me. And I'm like, all right, cool, I get to attack.
So there's that. The combat is just the stupidest, shitty ass in the planet of Assitude, and then driving.
Oh, God.
So there is a 10-minute driving sequence.
Really?
Where the entire world is ending. Buildings are falling. It is beautiful.
Are you going to the park?
Yeah.
The park? Okay.
When you're trying to get to the park, it's fucking gorgeous. It's just like things are exploding and the street is rippling and everything is gorgeous. But they had decided the exact path that they wanted you to follow.
Yeah.
So this is a 10-minute mission. You're 6 minutes into the driving, and some guy pulls out in front of you, and you hit him, and you try and back up to go around him.
That's it.
The street opens up, and you're dead.
Yep.
6 minutes,
Oh,
you get to replay it.
over and over
You
again.
turn left instead of turning right. Street blows up.
So,
You hit it like you're supposed to turn right, and you hit the dead end.
Yep.
Street blows up.
So let me get this. A little Wii version.
Yeah.
It's like that, right?
Yeah.
Except to control it, you have to hold the Wiimote and the nunchuck like this, and you go like this.
Oh,
And
how do you
it's
accelerate
so
like this,
shitty.
this
No, you
forward?
hold down the button.
Oh.
It is so bad because I'm going like this. I'm going like this. I'm fighting the controls like a motherfucker, right? And I'm dying constantly in the exact same problem.
Over
Like,
and over and over. And
So-
they start you. There's no like checkpoints.
No, not
this
at all.
is fuck you. Do the mission over.
And it's so harsh for a game that's trying to be like a AAA game.
Yeah.
It's just like, okay, let me just like make it hard, make it last longer, and make it harder, but in a really stupid way.
Yeah, it's like an A- game.
Yeah. Yeah, B plus
Maybe
plus
B
plus.
plus.
Yeah, we'll
it's not
see.
even that though. I mean, honestly, this is not a good game.
But I mean, but it bugs the fuck out of me because Alone in the Dark was the first survival horror game. And I was reading on Wikipedia, it's the first 3D, like one of the first 3D games.
Really?
Like they actually use like polygons.
But I mean, there
It's
were
like-
parts of this that I really, really liked. I mean, like they had
The puzzle
constructed
parts?
a story. Like it's episodic. It's like these
Yeah,
weird
yeah,
things
yeah.
where you play for 30 minutes and it saves, and you play for 30 minutes and it saves. So you just pick it up and play an episode and put it down. Like they thought it through.
But it wasn't scary.
I was scared. There
Really?
was until I realized how had to beat things with one hit.
Oh,
then
okay,
I
gotcha,
wasn't
gotcha.
scared anymore.
But on the
when
Wii-
I'm trying to hotwire the car and
Yeah.
a zombie pulls me out the fucking window and starts wailing on my shit.
So when I was hotwiring the car, I had all the time because I could see the zombies out the window. They're like, whoa. They were just sitting there. I'm
God
like,
damn it.
And I'm like trying the different ones.
All right, so the zombies ruined your version for sure. So with my version,
But it
the
wasn't
zombies
scary.
were kind of scary. Like seriously,
yeah?
like you hear like rah rah rah,
Yeah.
and you're like trying to hotwire, and then it cuts to a zombie, leans in the window, pulls you out, and starts whooping your ass.
Wow.
In a dark parking lot.
That sounds great.
It's kind of scary.
It sounds. I want to play. I should play your version.
You should. But that, like I said, once I realized it, what I would do is I would run away and I'd run around in circles looking for a chair, light it on fire, and then just whoop the shit out of all the
and
zombies.
then take all your time you want.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
so
gotcha,
it's not.
But it was like I remember being so scared in this game. It's like
Yeah.
because the whole point of the game, right? It's like you're an investigator and you go to the top of the house, and
Yeah.
then the door closes behind you, and that's where it starts. And the whole game is for you to get from the top to the basement. And there's puzzles.
Yeah.
And basically, combat isn't actually like some of the zombies are invulnerable. Like you actually have to solve puzzles to kill them
that's
or to get
cool.
past.
See-
And that's the game. And it's like I loved it so much.
Don't you feel like games are getting lazier? Like if you think back about the intricacy of the puzzles and the
Yes.
games that we used to play, because now they're just like, seriously, they sold this game. They're like, we've got some of the most realistic flame physics ever in a game. I shit you not, that was a selling
physics?
point. Flame physics. The flames looked really good on the 360.
Yeah.
But think about what that means, like what they're sacrificing.
Like game design, basically.
Game design, like puzzles and intricacy and complexity, like, you know, to really figure hard things out. I mean, like, what I told you with the thing with the fire extinguisher, that was a retard puzzle. I mean, like, it was kind of fun, but I didn't have to think that hard.
Well, no, I think you're absolutely correct. So if you think back to the adventure games, which we grew up with and we loved, there were like back in the fucking Hitchhiker's Guide where you had to get the babel fish in your ear. There's like 20 different steps and things, and like all your interface was pick up junk mail. Yeah. Right? This one is like you have 3D world, you can do all this cool stuff, but then the puzzles they give you are like, okay, put this over here.
Yeah, because they don't have time for that. They have to make this look so good that finally they're like, all right, what is the guy going to do? I don't know, like have him shoot some shit, like have him fall down an elevator, but like they're not putting these geniuses on like really make this shit tough. Like games like The Dig, where I had to explore an entire world and then remember that I had like seen this thing over here and combine it with this and put it over here. It's like I had to think like a bastard.
Well, I was thinking like you're actually correct because like in Alone in the Dark, remember there's the one puzzle right where like okay I had to open this door.
Yeah.
So I'm like oh no like okay I'm gonna look around for the thing but like I know like oh there's blood on the 4, the 2, and the 9. Maybe I should press those. I tried a couple different combinations and they open. I'm like. Oh
wow!
Yeah, so
and
I think that's it. And I think you're right. I think like developers are spending so much time on graphics and physics and all this
puzzle
stuff.
solving. There's no gameplay.
Yeah, it's too bad.
And even the games that you and I enjoy, a lot of them it's just like they did the combat really well. You know, like in Mario, they did a lot of kind of platformy jumping pretty well, but there's
the
not
puzzles aren't there.
There's not so much puzzling.
Were you gonna like? The thing is, I don't think there's going to be very many avenues for good puzzles. For a while,
I don't know. It's kind of like the apparently like the longest journey.
No. What it is? It's Layton.
Oh, Professor
It's
Layton.
Layton.
That's true.
That's where
true.
you're going to get this kind of...
It's where they take everything out but the puzzles. Where
Yeah.
it's like we're getting these kind of just like capsules of gaming as opposed to having it all kind of in one.
And I think that's kind of what you have to do. So play Professor Layton.
Yeah.
I guess that's...
so I say thumbs down.
And I think we didn't even mention this, right? Like
that?
this game is getting reviews like all across the board. And I was looking, and IGN UK gave this game a 7.5. And I'm like, whoa!
What did IGN US give it?
3.5.
Wow. They don't even talk.
It's just like maybe Brits like what? Like what? Maybe they like that.
Maybe they really like whooping up on people with frying pans.
Oh,
it's like Shaun of the Dead.
Shaun of
They're
the
just like, ha, 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 ha.
You know what they did?
Yeah.
In Alone in the Dark, they put a fucking cricket bat. They're like, oh yeah, 7.5.
I didn't even tell you what the combat was like on the 360. By the way.
Oh no! Like what is it?
So you've got this control stick.
Yeah.
If you go like to the right, it moves your arm back, and the left swings. So you do up and swing, left and swing.
Cool.
No, it's cool like 3 times.
Oh yeah. Well, you know what
it's just like it's retarded.
You know what the Wii is?
What's that?
So you pick it up and you go like this, for this way, or for an overhead.
I'd prefer that to this.
It's really bad. It doesn't detect you at all.
Yeah.
So it's like,
So thumbs down. Honestly, I kind of want to say if you really like the old, actually, fuck it, never mind.
No,
fuck that game.
No, it's down.
That game sucks.
Lego Indiana Jones.
Lego Indiana Jones.
So we were kind of excited about this because we both like the Star Wars, right?
Yes, we loved the Star Wars.
The original series one, right?
Yes.
Was that the one you played?
Yeah, that was the one that you and I like fought to the death on points. We had this point battle that was just epic. Like we were just getting like
because you never really participated. Like it basically like I beat you like by 50 points, and you're like, okay, I give up.
Yeah.
But this one,
we were back and forth for a while.
Yeah.
So Lego Indiana Jones is the same formula, which is just kind of like you can unlock 11 billion characters and you can play through the levels.
And it's just the same thing. You kind of like do lots of different puzzles. The puzzles are very simple. I mean, it's targeted at kids, so it's not really very complex things. Like, you push this button, and then you get your other guy to push this button.
Right.
And that's
there's no difficult puzzles, just like we were just talking about.
Yeah, and it's just like it's like the thing is like I wasn't that excited about this game after playing it, even though I really like Star Wars.
Indiana Jones?
Indiana Jones, but like even though I really like the Star Wars, kind of like the whole idea behind it, this one didn't grab me like Star Wars did. I'm trying.
I had the same
why.
problem. Like I went through and I played almost all the way through the first Indiana Jones movie. So
Raiders,
I played
right?
like Raiders, something where there's like 10 missions per movie,
something like that. Yeah,
I played through like 6.
Yeah, I played about 4, I think, and I just kind of.
And the thing is I think one of the things that bothered me was that there wasn't much of a challenge to get through the levels. Like if you die, you just respawn.
But you lose all of
your points. So you're not going to get like the credit for
you have to play it again, basically.
But you died so much more in this one than in the Star Wars one, where it was just kind of.
Well, why did you die? Because I died mostly from the jumping bits. Because the platforming, they seem to add a lot more.
Yeah.
There was this mechanic where I didn't realize until afterwards, where you need to be in the place where the light is shining. Like once you're there, then when you jump across and you do all that stuff.
Yeah.
But I was like jumping, and I died like 50 times. And I'm like, okay, I had 0 pegs left.
Yeah.
No,
I did okay on the platforming. What bothered me was when I was trying to solve, like when I was trying to get like a level 100%.
Yeah.
There are infinite respawns.
Yeah.
So and it's not just like in several parts, it's just like all over the place. You get to these areas where you're like, okay, if you can pick up a hat, you can open this door, whatever. And it's just like you're trying to figure out these puzzles, and like 7 more guys come out, and you fight them, and finally like one guy hits you and you die, you lose all your fucking points. Yep. And then you're trying to solve the puzzle, and 7 more people come out.
They had a lot of that, didn't they? Yeah, because
it's not unbeatable. It's just hard enough that it's tedious.
Yeah, I wonder if they made it better so that. Because the thing is, it's a very co-op-y game, right?
Yeah.
So maybe like when you're playing with somebody else, and somebody else like takes care of all the spiders
they're just
that are
kind
coming
of doing
after
the
you,
defensive,
and then somebody else is
off.
doing the puzzles. Maybe I mean, my problem with this game is the fact that they concentrate so much on indie, which they have to. But with the original Star Wars, you got to play like all the different characters.
Yeah.
They all made sense. Like you had to use C-3PO, you had to use R2-D2.
Yeah.
This one you're indie and you wear hats, I guess, to do different powers. But it's like that's not the same.
Yeah, you're right. Because I mean, like, there's a couple of puzzles where if you do the outfit of like the Aborigines, you can do their shit. But I mean, it's not. You're right though. There was so much. They had thought so hard in the Star Wars game about like. All right, C-3PO has to do these things with the robot doors, and then Han can do these things with the guns, but Leia can do these other things.
Exactly.
So they just didn't really put that thought into this. They're just like,
they could, though.
Dude, people love Indiana Jones. They're like, fuck it.
Well, no, I mean, like I think by the design, it's like Indiana Jones is
There's
so
not that many
central,
characters.
right? Yeah, there aren't as many
That's
characters.
true.
So I think I think the problem is Traveler's Tales tried to apply the Star Wars model to a movie that just didn't
fit as well,
and it just wasn't that fun.
And that's the thing is I can't really say there's that much wrong with it. It's just that when you compare it to Star Wars, it was just boring. Like
but it wasn't bad.
There was just no. There was no joy. There was no wonder. Because with Star Wars, you're just like, I'm like, da, 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 so you're kind of.
Aren't you more geeky about Star Wars too? It's like
I really like Indiana Jones,
but I'm not. But you're not like I will watch all 3 Indiana Jones like 3 times in college.
Yeah,
you'll do that with maybe not
Star
all 6,
Wars,
but you'll do that with Star Wars, right? You'll get to that
with the 3 real Star Wars movies.
Yeah, not the first 3.
But yeah, I think you're right. It's just it just doesn't really work.
And it's not a bad game.
It's not a bad game.
It's not bad at all. It's just kind of boring.
Yeah, I mean, if you're really into the other Lego games, you could rent it and try it out.
If you have kids, dude, like this game is
they probably
perfect.
Love it. They probably love
kids.
it. But from our point of view, for a Lego game, you'd want to go more for the Star Wars. I would say if you had a choice, obviously pick the
Star Wars
one.
if you haven't played first. And the thing is, like, I'm still more excited about Lego Batman. I'm hoping that they're going to do something cooler with it.
But they're going to have to focus on Batman.
Yeah, but I think if they do it right, if Travel Tales is watching, if they do it right, they'll make it all about the villains because the villains are the cool thing, right? So you should be able to either play from the villains' perspective. I don't know.
That'd be cool if there's some levels where like you play as Batman and then all of a sudden you're playing as like the Joker or something. You're trying to like set up traps or some shit.
That's the game they should make.
That would be epic. I would love the crap out of that.
Yeah, because if they make the Batman game just like Indiana Jones, I'm gonna give that one a thumbs down too. Right? It's just like. It's cool, it's thing, but it's just not like it doesn't draw me. It doesn't like get my passion up. So
yeah, and the infinite respawns, man, that just really irritated the crap out of me because it felt so much more like a slog than a puzzle solving. Like there was a lot of platforming stuff that I really enjoyed in that, but they just kind of drew it out with a bunch of.
But they had
garbage.
infinite respawning in the first one, didn't they?
Yeah, well, I don't think they did. Did they? I remember there were several parts where I just kill people and then it would just be empty.
Oh yeah, well, I see. So you're not infinite dying, but infinite respawning of the enemies. Yeah, I didn't like that.
Just a constant flow of bullshit.
Yeah, that only happened at the point where you had stormtroopers coming out of the different things.
Yeah. Sometimes you have to do that.
Rare.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So thumbs down on that one.
Yep. Okay, next one.
Secret Agent Clank.
Yeah, I didn't play it because I couldn't get into it, man.
This game is a victim of the PSP.
Yeah.
A victim of the PSP because one of the key game mechanics in Ratchet and Clank is that you get a fuckload of weapons, you can lock on to people, and then so you generally are fighting like 40 people in Ratchet and Clank. You'll get arenas full of people, you'll be running around, you lock onto them by pulling one of the shoulder buttons, and then you can strafe around and fire.
Yeah, but what do the shoulder buttons do in this game?
So in this game, the shoulder buttons are camera.
And they're not very good camera.
The camera just whips around. It's not
it's not analog. It's just like you hit it and it's basically full speed like phew, 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 and it's just I couldn't because the thing is a lot of the game is about sneaking.
Yeah.
So you're like you're Clank for a lot of the levels and you're like, okay, I'm going to go here, but there's these light pools, there's these robots and all this stuff and you actually need to know where they are.
Yeah.
And I'm like, woo, and it's just the camera really got in the way.
Especially because you can't work through the level linearly. Like what they did is they filled it with wandering guys. So if in order to sneak effectively, you need to be able to spin the camera around all the time and really see who's coming up on you.
Absolutely.
So 2 things on the PSP. They always have the camera up your asshole. Like always. You're like all you see is the back of Clank's head and there's like an enemy over here. It's just like that's all. It's like pull it back. Just fucking let me pull it back.
I don't know why they don't do that though. But because even they ported it to the PS2 version, it was the same problem. Same thing. I don't get it.
Yeah. So you combine the 2 things. It's like the sneaking.
Yep.
Is awful because the camera's too close. It doesn't move around well. You can't see where people are coming. And then if you say fuck it to sneaking, I'm going to attack the shit out of this level.
Yeah.
There's no strafing, so the combat sucks.
Yeah. It's just so you take all these different combinations. Like, yeah, sure, they add Ratchet levels. Yeah, they add Quark levels. They add kind of things to mix it up a little bit. But the core problem is
not fun.
No. And it would. The thing is, I think if they took these same people and said, "Hey, you need to make a PS2 game.
Yeah.
Don't even go to the PSP. Just make a PS2 game of a Clank game, or even PS3 if you wanted to.
That'd be nice.
We'd love it.
Yeah.
Like the ideas behind this game, where you're actually getting different types of spy equipment to kind of like do this. That's great.
I actually loved the idea because all the mechanics of it were something they'd never done before in a Ratchet game, where it's just like there's security cameras and you get X number of lobby bits that kill the security cameras.
Exactly,
so not you can kill all of them.
No,
you have to figure out ways through these levels. I mean, this is 100% what I want out of a game.
It's like game design was really well done here.
Yes.
Implementation, not so much.
Terrible implementation.
And it's because of the PSP, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is there's like 150 million PS2s worldwide.
I know.
And there's, what, 5
Not as
million,
many.
maybe 10 million PSPs.
There's a lot of PSPs, but not as many as PS2.
You could make more money just making a pure PS2 game.
I don't get it. I don't understand what the reason is, because, like, you're right. I mean, if they did it right, if they did all this stuff, and they'd actually make a game that we would love, that we would recommend people to play. But with PSP, it's just like, you know what it is?
What?
Like, on the PSP, the people that have done the games on it. So if you take the best games on it, right? You take God of War.
Yeah.
Oh, let's use a fixed camera.
Yeah.
So they fixed it. They
have
don't
to
have
fuck with it.
Let's use Crisis Core. Oh, well, you can move the camera, but you don't have to.
Yeah.
The whole point is, like, it's drawn out enough where
Yeah.
you can run behind. It's like you take all these great games, they took the weaknesses of the PSP and programmed around them.
Exactly. So
And
they
didn't do it
knew
with
what
this.
they were doing. They
Yeah.
didn't say this is a PS2 in your hand, because
No.
it's not.
Yeah.
Like they really, really, you're right. You need to get people that are going to think about the media that they're in.
Yeah, and like use the strengths of the PSP of either great screen, amazing
Yes.
screen, so make it pretty,
Beautiful.
and just get away from the nub. Don't use the nub that much.
At all.
Yeah, at all. Put a lot of cutscenes in there because they're going to look really good.
Yeah.
And,
the nub worked for like walking around in Crisis Core because it's just kind of like directional. It's not
analog.
Yeah, exactly. It's analog.
Yeah, use the nub as an analog control, and you
That's
actually
it,
do a lot
yeah.
better. So yeah, it's too bad. It's too bad because we love. You love.
I love Ratchet. I love Ratchet.
You
And
love
it's just
Insomniac, dude. I mean,
and I love Insomniac, and it just kills me to see them kind of fuck up like this, where I could see the game underneath, and I was just
Yeah.
like, if this was a well done PS2 game, it would probably be on like my top 5 of the year, because this hits every note that I love.
You know what?
Hits collecting. It hits.
Yeah.
It hits sneaking. It
Puzzle-
hits level
puzzle
design,
solving.
puzzling. It's all there.
if they put on the DS, it would have been good.
Maybe.
Think about it, right? Because if you actually had it with the stylus and you can control it that way, that is a really great analog.
It is a great analog, but the thing is I haven't seen a good 3D game on the DS that didn't make me really angry.
Yeah, good
They
point.
just can't fit it in there because it just looks blocky and shitty. Like, it's got to be kind of 2D sprites to really.
Yeah, actually,
really...
yeah, you're really good. It's just like Castlevania's awesome.
Oh, it's great! It's great. Fucking Castlevania's the shit.
Metroid.
Yeah.
You should make a Metroid.
Yeah.
Not a Metroid Prime.
But like Metroid, like
Metroid.
old school fucking Metroid. I bet
You're
they'll
right.
do that, actually.
Well, they did it on GBA, so.
Yeah, they'll do it.
Yeah. Dude,
Damn
this
it.
has been such a fucking depressing week. 4 terrible
I know.
games in a row.
I know, but so there was one shining bit of light in my week.
What?
So I played Wall-E. So Wall-E is just kind of
It's a movie tie-in.
It's a
man.
movie tie-in of
Really?
what I want to just come out right now and say is probably the best Pixar movie I've ever seen.
Better than Incredibles?
It's
'Cause
right
Incredibles
off the-
was good.
Incredibles. It's seriously as good as The Incredibles.
Really?
Yes.
Oh,
It's-
that's a bold statement.
Wall-E.
'Cause, I mean, if you said it was like
fucking-
Cars, I'm like,
well, no, not Cars.
okay,
Nobody even
just
saw
checking.
Cars.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, it's up there with like Monsters Inc. and The Incredibles as just like really fucking top notch.
Cool. No,
So
that's
anyway,
it. Yeah.
So Wall-E. So the game is just kind of it's Wall-E going around, and it's a lot of fun platforming elements. You get different.
You like it, yeah. of
Oh,
course.
I love
Yeah.
it
Yeah,
because
you're
it's
fine
like he's a trash compactor.
Yeah.
So he can go and he can make energy cubes, which like power shit up.
with it.
So you
Energon?
can, it's just like fucking.
I'm like thinking, what? Transformers?
Yeah,
What?
and then fucking Starscream comes in and
Yeah.
whoops the shit out of you.
That would be
It's
awesome.
a T-Rex. What's his name?
Grimlock.
Grimlock.
Woo!
Nice.
Yeah, I got it.
Nice nerd reference.
That's
so
right. I know all 5 of the fucking.
What?
Wait, maybe I don't. Sorry, there's the Brontosaurus Con. Sorry, no, I remember.
you don't remember
Grimlock? Fuck, I don't remember. Do you?
No,
Any
I
of them?
don't remember.
Okay, anyhow.
Megatron. So the cool thing, so there's like energy cubes that you can make, and they power up
Yeah,
certain
yeah.
things. There's like you can make magnet cubes that push metal away from you. You can make normal cubes. You can make heavy cubes.
So it's all
you
about
can-
cubes,
Yeah,
basically.
well, a lot of it. But here's the thing: is it's not just Wall-E. It's like Eve. Which is that little? If you've watched the
Oh,
previews,
yeah,
there's
yeah,
the little
the-
thing designed by Apple that flies around. So
Is it really designed by
I
Apple?
think it is. Seriously, it looks like a fucking.
Oh,
iPod
I thought
robot.
I thought there was an Apple icon on it.
No.
That would be hilarious.
But when Wall-E boots up in the movie, it makes
Yeah.
the Apple booting noise. It's awesome.
God.
But anyway, so
Steve Jobs.
so this is 2 games in one, and part of it is not good and part of it's good. So
Oh.
the Wall-E platforming is really interesting.
Yeah,
There's
okay.
a lot of like kind of puzzle solving. There's like these levels where this massive level can actually rotate, and you have to like go back to the control panel and turn part of the level, and you can walk on it to get to the other parts and unlock stuff.
That's
So there's like
interesting. Okay, yeah.
so that part I really really enjoyed. All the Wall-E stuff I enjoyed.
what's the-
So Eve is flying.
Oh.
And it's the most stupid, brain dead bullshit. It's seriously like they're like find 5 parts of Wally to repair him, and there's just this big level, and you fly around until you see a blue circle on the screen, a big fucking blue circle. And you fly up to it, and it's like 1 out of 5. You fly back up, and you see another blue circle. You fly up, it's like 2 out of 5.
Maybe that's where, like, I don't know. Maybe you're playing it as an adult, and then you're like, "Oh, this is the Eve level. Here, give it to your non-gamer friend or whatever."
Or like, if you've got a little retarded brother, you just give him like,
here you go.
And like parts of it. It's as if it's designed for stoners, where there's this part where Eve just flies through tunnels, but it's not very hard.
And it's just kind of like rainbow.
So it's playing like this weird kind of like 70s techno. It's like, you're just like, It's like, wait, this isn't hard at all. I could fucking put the controller down and just keep flying.
So it's only half good. So what are you going to give it?
So I say rental.
Thumbs up rental.
I say thumbs up rental. I beat the game in like 5 hours.
Holy crap. Did you get 1,000 points?
No, there's actually challenges. Like you can go through and like, beat this level with only doing like 4 crane jumps. It's like a special jump that's like
fun.
It is.
Do that?
It is. It's kind of cool to like go back and fine tune a level a little bit. So I mean, it's the platforming that appeals to me.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, like, if it's got platforming, you're gonna like it.
If it's got platforming done well, I'm gonna like it.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing is, it sounds like to me like they gave like the really good developers the
Wally
parts,
platforming,
and they're like, okay, we got some interns.
Yeah,
and we're gonna give
flying is bullshit. It sucks.
Oh, it's too bad.
Sucks. But I mean, like, you can burn through the game in a couple hours. If you're looking for something fun to kind of spend some time, if you really like the movie WALL-E, it's fun.
Really? So but you played the game before you watched the movie, right?
I did, and I shouldn't have done that. Let me warn you right now.
You should. Oh, did you ruin the movie for you?
Not. It kind of did a little bit. So like,
bad.
it's like the broad plot. I wish that I hadn't known it. So I'm watching the movie and like, all right, I know what's going to happen now. So it's just like, don't play the game before you watch the movie. I made that mistake because I'm an idiot.
There you go.
So rent that app.
All right. So we're under new releases. Yeah, we have to spend a lot of time, but there's not many games I want to talk about except for
we're going to skip over these other ones, but yes.
Oh my fucking god! Diablo 3.
Diablo 3.
So, wow.
So let's just talk really quick about what they did right about this release.
Everything?
They gave us, instead of so other games,
what do other companies
do?
Okay, so other companies like I'm going to show, I don't know, Space Siege, for example.
Fallout,
for example. I'm going to go and say, here's a teaser. I'm going to show about 5 seconds of something that looks kind of atmospheric and cool.
Yeah. And then like 4 minutes of pre-rendered movie. It's just like Space Siege, fucking
aliens,
flying ships, and like that you're watching the intro cutscenes
because they made those like years before,
and you're just like, gosh, I wonder what that game is. I wish I knew what that game was.
Like, do you think? Like, I would love to buy the game, but I won't buy it on cutscenes.
So what did Blizzard do?
Holy shit!
Blizzard said, "Fuck you. Here is 16 minutes,
20 minutes, it's
20 minutes of gameplay. Like, not gameplay interspersed with somebody's face, not gameplay interspersed with movies. They're like,
it's a game.
Here's us playing the game.
Yeah, and it looks done.
Yeah,
for all intents and purposes. Like, you show the barbarian.
I would pay you $60 for what they played."
Yeah,
I would put down $60 for what they played in the 20-minute demo.
Like, the thing is, we complain about like all that bullshit about $10 for the sport creature creator.
Yep.
Blizzard, I will pay $60 to play the 20 minutes that you showed me over and over again.
It's that good. So why is Diablo so big to us?
Well, it's bigger for you because for me, like, I played Diablo, I played Diablo 2, I played it, but I didn't really do the BattleNet so much. I didn't play Did you?
Oh my god! In my dorm room, we got BattleNet going all the fucking time. It'd be like, it was this weird thing where it was before everybody was really into MMOs, and Diablo was almost our MMO. Like, people would just...
That's all you had.
They would leave a game running. I knew friends that would turn their computer on, leave Diablo on, and they would play for a bit, and they'd leave it on, they'd go do something else. I would hop into their game when they weren't there and go play for a bit and then go do something else.
Oh, because like when there's multiple people, you get harder. Yeah.
They would run a level. They would run a world, and then finally we'd call each other up, be like, you want to get together and beat Diablo? Like, we've gotten that far. Like... It was this perfect mix of, you collect these items.
And was it all about loot for you? I mean, at the point, was that the draw for you?
It was
or
about
just
loot,
hanging
it was
out?
about co-op. It was about level design and atmosphere. It was the fact that every level was randomly generated, so you could
Always
go through levels together and just kind of do shit. But it was the polish.
It was polished.
The polish that Blizzard puts on this shit.
And that's what they do, right? I mean, if you look at this game, like if you look at it, go to Diablo3.com, I think, and go watch the 20-minute video if you haven't seen it. If you haven't seen it, like, are you a gamer?
Yeah.
And
seriously. Don't settle for the shit on like game trailers.
No.
Google around for high-res Diablo 3
500
gameplay.
megabyte download. It's worth it.
If it's not 500 megs, Don't even bother.
Don't even bother. If it's 5 gigs, that's the one you want too.
Yes.
If they have one.
So watch this and just feel like
yeah, I don't even know how much
like
commentary.
polished like a tie hooker on your Johnson.
Yeah.
It's like it is just
It's like they're chromed.
so yeah, just like you can just like see a reflection in
It's
your
like,
nutsack.
whoa, is that
So-
my face?
What's some shit in there?
So okay, there's some amazing stuff. So the thing is, like, they took this game and they said, we're not going to fuck with the core gameplay.
No,
we're not going
it's
to
the
fuck
same
with it.
game.
And we're going to actually make it even more accessible. You can play this game with a mouse. You can do everything. And my God, they like got rid of potions.
Yeah.
Like that's weird to me. I don't.
How are you healing? I think that
Well,
they
because
said,
the things drop these little globes of red, and you
Yeah.
pick them up that way.
that's what they're saying. They said that they really wanted to make it so that there's no wait. No waiting around.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like you and your buddies are like, ba-da-da-da-da-da. It's like there's skill, but there's no waiting. Because before,
Yeah.
you get in a big battle in Diablo, and then everybody would be like, okay, glug, glug, glug. You know, like
Yeah,
you
yeah,
have a
potion,
couple
potion,
hot
potion.
keys for
Yeah,
potions,
yeah.
like glug, 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 chug, chug, chug. You know, it's just like now they're trying to make it so if you do the right moves in combat, you're not going to die, and you can kind of pick up health along the way.
Yeah, and not only that, it's like seems like they really added a lot more strategic elements to it. So it's like they had those skeletons with the shields, and guess what? You have to use special powers to knock the shields down,
Yes.
then kill the skeletons, then go kill the other guys, and it's just like,
And you can summon pets. You can cast spells on
on
those
the
pets.
pets.
The pets go
We're
up.
all the fucking zombies. Come on,
Watch the trailer just for the fucking wall of zombies. There's like 10 dudes coming at me. He's like, oh, check it out, wall of zombies. And I was like, ah. And the enemies run into them. They just like whip the motherfucking shit out of them.
I have never been this excited about. I haven't been this in a long time.
So
dude.
Misery on our forums was saying that he was watching the trailer and he was doing this. Like, I don't know if you guys can see my hand, but he said that he was
awesome.
starting to feel like the hand twitchies. He was just like, oh my God, I just
Whoa.
want to just fucking
Just click.
Just
Like
let
I'm
me
clicking.
click. Just let me click.
But it's just like they're adding more skills. They have all this stuff. But it's just like they only showed us 2 classes. I'm wondering what they're going to do because they only showed us a witch doctor, which looks to me like a necromancer replacement.
Yeah, exactly. Necromancer.
And the the barbarian. There's a barbarian.
So there's going to be a priest.
Well, they didn't have a priest in the first one.
I bet there's going to be a
We've had
priest.
a
'cause that's the
paladin.
new thing. Like a paladin. I'm just saying, like the power of holy. There's going to be like a holy character.
Yeah, okay, I'll give you that.
That can do a bunch of evil shit to undead.
Yeah,
that can,
okay.
Heal other people. Maybe.
Well, but they didn't really do that much
Defensive
healing.
Spells, like
defensive
buffs.
spells. I'll give you that. But they didn't have that in Diablo 2, so I don't know if they'll really fuck with the gameplay that much as far as like making a support class. They didn't really have 2, right? Every single character
Right, 'cause you have to be able to play
could
through
solo.
by yourself.
Exactly, yeah. But there's going to have a range class, I'm sure,
Yeah,
right?
for
So,
sure.
but not an Amazon.
Some sort of archer.
Ranger. Fucking tennis, right?
Yeah, that's right. Tennis. Then there's gonna be a wrestling.
Racing.
Which
yeah.
is,
You have to have a
there's
sorcerer.
there's just gonna be like a fucking Wrath of the Gods wizard that can just fucking.
They
move
have
shit.
to have
Yeah.
that. So one thing I'm wondering, I think they should have is some sort of stealthy class. So they had the assassin in Lords of Destruction,
Like
right?
thief /
Rogue.
assassin.
But
rogue.
you know what I want? Like I'm hoping, like Blizzard, if you're listening, like, and I'm all serious, like
Yeah.
ninja. No, I'm serious. I'm absolutely fucking serious.
Dude.
Ninja.
Yes. That would be hot.
Come on!
That would be hot.
Would that
oh,
be not
my
bad?
God.
Just imagine, right?
Exploding shuriken and
Exploding
shit.
shuriken. You can like fucking put like teleport, so you can put out like a big black cloud
Puff
and like
up behind
pop
other
out somewhere
people.
else. Yeah.
Ooh, they could do that right.
All the different weapons
Yeah.
that you can. Ooh.
Yeah.
Come on.
Do it.
Ninjas.
So go watch the videos for Diablo 3.
Yeah.
We know
20
it's not going to come out until like 2012.
2012, 2011. That's what I'll say.
2011. You want to bet?
No. Can you imagine what I like fucking...
No, Christmas 2010. Yeah, it's not going to come out forever because
No.
that's how Blizzard rocks. But seriously, I will be there midnight the day
my
this
God.
launches. Ah!
Oh, yeah.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, this is why we are gamers. This is why we do this shit. Because the feeling we get when we see these videos, we're like the sheer like joy of just playing this game.
Yeah.
Oh.
So let's burn through the rest of these new releases because it's not very exciting.
Guitar Hero Aerosmith, meh.
Yeah, I'm not a huge Aerosmith fan.
Crazy. What are you gonna do? Crazy.
Yeah, there's that one. Well, whatever. So
Yeah,
Aerosmith, if you really like Aerosmith, you'll probably pick up Guitar Hero Aerosmith.
Yeah, it's a cash in. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Trauma Center 2 Under the Knife on the DS.
So this has already been on Wii.
The reason I didn't like it on the Wii is because it was kind of like it should have been on a portable. So actually, I think I'll play it now. So.
Okay.
The thing is, like, it was fun, but it was just like I didn't want to sit on the couch to this. I wanted to do this,
Okay, so it's kind of like a train
on the train,
on a plane, or mobile.
with snakes. So Hail to
Like
the
it on a bus. Do you like it?
I will not play this on a
I will
train.
not play this in my butt. I will not play this. You know what? So, and then the last one, Hail the Chimp. Now we were both kind of like Hail the Chimp.
Like, whatever, dude. It's a bunch of mini games or whatever. But I saw that. Like, hopefully, we'll show some gameplay videos.
Maybe.
If
there are any out there, we saw.
It looked a little like Power Stone-y.
Yeah.
You know, where like there's 4 players doing like, and also like which is kind of good.
Yeah.
Because I love Power Stone. Did you play Power Stone?
No.
On the Dreamcast, it was like 4 players. You're like beating shit up.
I didn't have a Dreamcast.
Oh well.
Yeah.
There you go then. But it's also look a little bit like Fusion Frenzy, which is bad.
Yeah. So we're gonna have to.
Which,
maybe there'll be like a free demo. This feels like the kind of game that have a free demo. So it looks like maybe a bunch of mini games, a bunch of kind of
4-player
fighting. Kung Fu Chaos style kind of fighting. So
and maybe if it's a rental, we'll all play together. That'll be fun, hopefully. Okay.
But seriously, next week kind of looks sad for us.
Yeah, and then the week after, and the week after. July is dead.
July has shit. We're sorry for the rest of you gamers.
We're going to play a lot of retro stuff, probably.
When we get to the Retro Gaming Club, we will talk about that. So, first up, that is up for new releases.
Yes.
So first up, we have a donation from Chris.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Chris. Like we've said before, we buy games, we review games, we give the games back to you guys. We don't keep any of the money.
Yes,
for
if we get the donations.
If we get the donations,
because like we've been paying for. The thing is, we pay for the games. That's why we don't play all of the games. But the thing is, once we get enough donations, we can buy them and then give them away.
Yep. So we're giving away Grand Theft Auto 4, 2 copies.
That's right.
Next week, actually.
Yes, next week.
So that.
Well, by the time this comes out, it'll be the voting time. So.
Yes. Yeah. So very soon, and then all of our web hosting, all of our everything that we have is from you guys. All of our wine. So thank you very much for donations. Please keep them coming. Go to the front page and donate some sort of recurring or one-time donation.
Yeah, absolutely. So we also have user-generated content. So if you haven't yet, go to NooBTooB Army on YouTube. And this week we're doing.
People have been
Monday.
Subscribing like crazy.
Oh shit, dude! We have 480 at least.
Yeah. So keep subscribing to NooBTooB Army. That is where all the user-generated content shows up.
Absolutely. So we have a couple of really great videos. We have Yuzo as Spider-Man. Yeah, it's just me doing stuff. But the big one on Wednesday was Lucian Reviews Haven. Do you remember that review?
That was awesome. Motherfucking Haven.
Haven!
So it's a blast from the past. Go check out NooBTooB Army. Go watch Lucian's review. It's great.
Yeah, and we're going to start having new stuff starting next month, so keep an eye out.
It's back before Lucian drank his own piss.
Yeah, I think it affected him somehow. All right, we have the Retro Gaming Club. We're going to be playing the video right now. Do you want to actually play it over, or do you want to start it? Censor it, maybe?
So, I'm going to play it right now. So, as we're talking, the Retro Gaming Club this week is Life Force.
Yeah.
Some of you may remember it from being very young.
Yes,
Some of you may not at all.
Yeah, so it was on the NES.
Yes.
So it's actually kind of based off of, what was that other one?
Gradius.
Yeah. So it's Gradius, then turned into Life Force.
Yeah.
It's your standard shmup, which you didn't think you liked shmups, but
it's a side shmup, which is very unusual.
Yes.
Well, that's not standard shmup, but I mean, like, this was one of my favorite games growing up. My brother and I probably played through this game 20 times because it's got the Konami code
for 30 lives, or is it something else? Lives. There's some other game that Konami made where if you do the Konami code, it like fucks up your system or something. Oh, I forgot.
What?
If one of you guys remember,
like melts the motherboard.
No, it was just
cheater.
Like,
fuck
yeah,
you.
It calls you a cheater or something. I forgot. It was like hilarious. But yeah, check it out. So this video, Gwenster's putting it together every other week or something like that.
So if you want a free game that's good as opposed to
not really free, but
if you can find the ROM for this game.
On eBay.
If you can go buy this game.
Yes.
But anyway, Life Force is fantastic.
Yeah, well, actually, there's a bunch of websites where you can play it in Flash, which I think is legal.
That's good, too.
I think.
I wonder if the Konami code works in Flash.
It should.
Yes.
Right, yeah,
so go play Life Force. Thank you, Gwenster, for putting that together.
Thank you very much, Celia, putting on us every week. We are on number 28.
Yes.
And we'll be showing all the different ones that we've been playing. And the winner this week is...
Fry 40.
Yes, with MC Tobin.
Yes.
Did you see that one?
I did.
Yes. The video is actually really cool.
Yes, the video is fantastic.
It's basically MC Hammer with your face superimposed on top.
So I thought the videos didn't count for the shoot. I guess
they don't, but he made an image of it.
Okay. I only saw the video.
And I'm thinking like this underneath.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
So the shoots this week have been really funny. As usual, thank you, Celia, for putting that together.
Yes.
Next up is NooBTooB Member of the Week, number 7.
Yeah, number 7. It's
this
actually
is awesome.
Yeah, Ash Gunner sets this up every week, which we really appreciate. It's basically whoever puts out a really good thread, people nominate them, and then people vote. Yeah. Whoever wins, we got another tie.
I know. It's crazy how many ties we're getting.
I know. Like, we need more vote.
We need like a tiebreaker vote.
Yeah.
So this week it is a tie between Fostlock.
Yes, for Jar Jar Hunter, which was
awesome. Which was Game of the Year.
Yes.
I don't even know why we're playing the other games.
Game of the decade.
Probably. We could just stop playing until 2010 because
I can play that game 100 times. I played every day.
And then Demi V-Man, why is that?
Well, he did My Friend Electric. So he was basically on Xbox Live, and this kid, this like 8-year-old kid, was talking all sorts of shit, and he recorded it, and it was hilarious. So definitely check it out.
It's just The exact reason why I avoid Xbox Live a lot of the time.
Yeah. Exactly.
And then, so real quick.
iTunes push. We're still on the 4th page because like the week hasn't had up. Basically, every review you guys put on our iTunes page
helps us out. So just go search for NooBTooB on iTunes. Give us a good review. Give us a couple stars. Just say why you like NooBTooB. It'd really help us out.
That's absolutely. And listen, homework this week is HDI's a
8 or 16-bit title.
Yeah, so you know how kind of like Bionic Commando.
Yeah,
all this stuff. I mean,
yeah,
like
if you had a game to pick from, what would you HDI's? So one of my favorite games. It's kind of cheating because they've been doing a bunch of Castlevania games, but Castlevania 2 was just one of the most glorious, lovely games
it was good.
ever, and I would love to kind of play an HD version of that.
Mine, mine would be Zombies Ate My Neighbors.
Yeah, you've talked about that so much. It's just like
such a good game, such a good game.
Boy and His Blob would be kind of nice to play.
Ooh, with the jelly beans.
Yeah, I would kind of like to go like have a really pretty Toe Jam and Earl would be good.
Yeah, Earthworm Jim.
Yeah, I actually didn't play that one very much. I know that people liked it, though.
Yeah, there's a bunch.
There's a bunch of old... maybe like an HD Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. That'd be funny. With like the exact same mechanics. Just make it really pretty.
I hear Facebreaker, the one that's coming out in a couple of weeks, I think, something like that, might be... Is Mike Tyson's Punch-Out-esque. It's a cartoony Punch-Out. Body blow, body blow, body blow. Okay, we don't have that much time for voicemails, but each week we feature audio and video voicemails on the show. If you have a burning question, request, or funny story, please give us a ring.
You can contact us toll-free at 888-233-8480 or leave your audio or video.
Video would be nice.
Video would be fantastic. Video files to feedback@NooBTooB.com. Also send us video responses on YouTube.
Yes, video questions are preferred, but make sure your responses are under 60 seconds to be featured on the show.
Don't forget the goddamn yow! Yow! So first up is this is kind of interesting.
This is a special guest.
Yeah, the caller ID just says all zeros. I wonder who.
I don't know 000.00.
Yeah, who is this?
This is Solid Snake. On behalf of Konami, I wanted to wish Tobin and his wife. Was that Otacon? These were the guys that gave us 2 thumbs down. Oh, you guys are asses. I worked so fucking hard on that game, and I even bought strippers for IGN and GS just to give me 10s. I would have done the same for you, Tobin, but you're married. And, oh, God, I'm about to cry. Look, it just doesn't matter anymore, guys. What you did was mean. Oh, fuck, I need a cigarette. Where'd they go? Where are my damn cigarettes? Oh, they're gone. Oh, God, I just gotta go. Look, all right, yow.
Oh, sorry, Snake. Poor Snake. We liked MGS 2.
Yeah, we did. But, wow. Did we get some feedback on MGS4? That was really interesting.
Yeah. That's enough said about that.
Yeah, we're kind of actually a little bit bored of defending the Metal Gear Solid 4 because everybody that got it, and everybody else is never going to get it.
No, so. The thing is, we're not professional game reviewers, so
we give you our honest opinion, whether you like it or not.
Yeah, everyone is entitled to our opinion.
Everyone is entitled to our opinion, whether they like it or not. So next up is Top Hat 666 with a little bit of bitchery.
Did he give us our hair?
I think he's going to shave his head.
Hey guys, this is Top Hat 666 here from the forums. I'll say it once and I'll say it again. I am not going to shave my head. I said I would cut it shoulder length. And you were also saying I can cut it shoulder length if someone adds something else onto the Beat Bioshock thing. And that guy added on the tattoo. So maybe I can just cut it shoulder length when I'm at PAX with you guys. And he'll get the tattoo if you beat Bioshock. That sounds like a reasonable idea, because I'm not going to shave my head. I am not going to do that. Trust me, I won't. Okay, yow.
So, here's the thing.
Yeah.
There's going to be a lot of us at PAX.
Yeah.
And there's only one of him. What if it's we shave Top Hat's head?
You'll finish Bioshock after that happens.
Yeah, seriously.
We need to get a lot of people organized.
All right, how about this? If the NooBTooB army holds down Top Hat and shaves his head, I will beat Bioshock. How about if we get Top Hat really drunk?
Yeah, so Top Hat, hopefully you're over 21. You will come to the pub with us, and we'll just we'll drink a lot.
We'll have like 5 pitchers and some clippers.
Yeah, we won't show you the clippers beforehand.
But, so we're not negotiating this. Like I'm calling you out. Top Hat seems to be a whiny little bitch about this, so I don't think he's going to shave his head, but somebody else, I demand a sacrifice of hair for NooBTooB. Someone will shave their fucking head for me.
You know what people have been offering, though, right? Which I don't know if we want their pubes.
Yeah, I don't like that game.
No, we don't want pubes.
No! One of you, if you shave your head and send us a video of you shaving your head.
Or send it to somebody, a verified mod. A mod,
verified, yeah.
and who will not release it until he beats it, he will beat it.
Yes, I will. I swear to God, I'm ready to beat BioShock. You guys just got to make it worth my while.
That's right.
So, yeah. So
Okay.
that's that. Next up is what appears to be a female.
What?
Which can't be right.
No, I
That
don't
must
think
be a
so.
mistake.
Nah.
Hey guys, this is Sherry from California, and I think you're both great. I love the reviews. You guys are like sportscasters with a video game edge, I guess. My question is, should I get a 360 or a Wii first? Because I already have a PS3, and I'm just really disappointed with the library that we have right now. I can't really find anything to play. Probably the only thing I like is Oblivion, and that's just because of all of the unlockable shit and just all of the side quests, which make it really good. So, what do you think I'd enjoy more, the 360 or the Wii? I like first-person shooters, adventure games, games with unlockable stuff, obviously, and I also like those girly simulation games, but I'm thinking a 360 would be more fun to like play with a bunch of friends, but same for the Wii, so I can't decide. Help me. Thanks, guys. Keep it up.
Aww. Yeah, we love
Cute when
yes.
girls talk.
Yes. We normally don't answer these questions, but
you
yeah.
know, did you hear her talk shit about the PS3?
I think, well, she was
What are you, a
disappointed.
Halo fanboy?
Fangirl.
What are you, a fangirl? Why do you like? Why are you a Microsoft shill? Why?
Yeah.
Anytime anybody insults the PS3, you shut up. Halo 3 sucks. That's my impression of every commenter on YouTube.
Exactly. But no, I mean, like, you know, I think it depends on what you want to play. If you want to play a lot of party games at home, the Wii. If you want to play a lot of games online, the 360.
Yeah, I mean, she was saying she likes first-person shooters. You're not really going to get that on the Wii.
No, they're
she
really
was
bad
also
ones.
saying she likes
Adventure
games.
Well, you'll get some, right? You'll get Mario, you'll get Metroid.
Yeah.
I think if you, I mean, that's the thing. I think what pushes it over is if you play a lot at home.
Yeah, it's true.
So
it's true. I mean, it's definitely what you're looking for. If you like Mario and Zelda and Metroid, then you need the Wii. I mean, we can't talk shit because we bought all the consoles.
Yeah.
We don't have the self-control. When people are like, which console should we have? We're like,
both.
All of them, all three.
Yeah, because you're going to miss out on some really, really good games if you only pick one.
Yeah, so you need the DS, the PSP, the PS3, the Xbox 360, and the Wii.
And the PS2.
And the PS2.
There's a couple like Persona, right?
Persona.
Right?
We can't decide. We're terrible. We have no self-control. We cannot answer these questions for
there
you.
is one console you must not get.
What?
The N-Gage.
Yeah, don't get the N-Gage.
Don't get the N-Gage.
Side talking.
Stay away from that. Beyond that?
But you know what? My favorite game that she should try playing?
What's that?
Newbies for Boobies.
Dude, she sounds like she could be, like, that would be bad.
Shut up, she's 18.
That could get us in trouble. That would be bad. All right, next up we have...
Keyblade King has an
Keyblade
interesting
King.
question.
Yeah.
Hey, Tobin and Yuzo, this is Keyblade King from the forums. I was calling to tell you that not too long ago, I bought an Xbox 360, and I was deciding on getting the game Rock Band. But then I read this article saying that Rock Band 2 was going to come out this year, September. Now, they say that they're going to fix the drums and the guitar a little because they've heard some complaints and stuff, but I was just wondering, do you think I should buy Rock Band now and then just buy the Rock Band 2 disc later, or should I just wait out until Rock Band 2? Anyways, that's all, and keep up the good work, and yow.
Excellent question.
That's
Just got
a great
announced
question.
yesterday, dude.
Yeah, big news. It's
Rock
like,
Band
it's like
2, yeah.
very fresh news.
Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff with it. There's going to be a bunch of new songs, so it'll be worth the $60 if you just buy the thing.
They showed the interface. It looks exactly the same.
I don't think they're going to fix that.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, it works.
It's pretty
so,
simple.
right?
I mean,
yeah.
what are you going to change?
Yeah, it's just like, okay, well, like make two of them vertical.
They said that
like, I don't know.
they're going to make the creating a band easier because seriously,
Yeah.
you couldn't make it any harder. This is the most fucking whack-tarded interface. Like, everyone that first picks it up is like, what's going on?
I don't understand. Everybody's hitting
continue,
it.
not
Yep.
continue, continue, not continue.
Yeah.
I wish that they would go back to the Guitar Hero 3 guitar buttons. I really don't like
Really?
I don't like the rock
Well,
band.
they're going to do something to the new instruments. So they're going to be new instruments with it. They're going to, all the DLC, the best thing about this, and I love Harmonix for doing this, they're going to make all of the DLC cross-title. So
awesome.
there is no such thing as Rock Band 1, Rock Band 2 DLC. It's just DLC. So you just buy it and you can play it.
Do you know how badly NooBTooB would have shat on their face if they made Rock Band 2 songs and Rock Band 1 songs?
Oh.
I mean, we would have seriously like boycotted that out of principle.
Yeah, it's just like, fuck that.
you.
But
if you buy a Rock Band song, so I mean, we're not going to get mad because they said if you buy a Rock Band song, you own a Rock Band song.
It's a
you put
platform.
Yes. which is awesome. They're doing this right. They're doing it right. And you're going to be able to buy the game. You don't have to buy the new drums and guitars. You can use the old stuff. You can buy the new stuff.
Yeah, so the question being, like, should they actually wait? It's just like, I think for 3 months, if you buy Rock Band now, you can play it for 3 months, and then all you do is just buy the new game.
I'd say buy it
for
now.
$60. So.
I'd say buy it now. Don't wait, because it's such a great game.
Yeah, and you're going to want all the songs from the first one. The song, yeah, you're going to want it. So anyhow,
we're out of time, folks. That's our show for the week. Buy Rock Band 1. Check out our website at NooBTooB.com. Participate in the forums by clicking on the forum tab at the top of the front page.
Yes, if you're watching on YouTube, click on the subscription button right over there. Also rate this video with 5 stars by clicking and rubbing on Tobin's bloated junk with lampreys coming out.
And I'm Tobin Kosire.
Yes, that's all this episode. I'm just one of it.
And I'm Tobin Kosire. Audio engineering for NooBTooB is done by Range Cow Level Strunk. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next week. We're out.
See ya. All right, audio's going. Hello, lots of energy.
All right, you ready to pump it up?
No green gunt.
No purple guns. Grimace gun. Hulk. Guns. Gun smash!
Awesome. All right, ready, sir?
All right, let's do this shit. Woo!